Hello, everyone, and welcome to the webinar. My name is Jess Larkin, and I am the Marketing and Communications Specialist at Cornerstone. I'm your host for the Build Your Brand series and your go-to gal for all of your marketing questions. I want to help you build a brand that is focused on growth. Today, we're talking about the importance of customer feedback and why it is so important. But before we get into that, we'll start off with a little bit of housekeeping. My contact information is right there on the screen if you'd like to get in contact with me. Also, be sure to give us a follow on social media. We post industry and Cornerstone updates and information. So go to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or YouTube to give us a follow. In case you haven't heard, I am now offering a full-service marketing consultation program where I will take a closer look at your existing marketing strategies and resources, help you establish realistic and measurable goals and objectives for your brand, and create a step-by-step plan to help you optimize your brand and take it to the next level. Some of the services I offer include brand audits, social media management, print marketing, email marketing, onboarding kits, and more. Also, all brokers participating in this program will receive a free brand evaluation workbook. So contact me today for pricing and for more information. All right, let's get started. If you want to improve your prospecting and retention rates, it's important to continually ask your current clients for feedback on your services. Feedback provides a very powerful insight into how you run your business in a way that empowers both you and your clients. Your clients want to know that they have a voice, and more importantly, they want to know that their voice is being heard. Retaining your client base results in greater ROI than capturing new customers, which might be a surprise for some of you. According to recent data, acquiring a new customer can cost 5 times more than retaining an existing customer. Consequently, keeping your current clients happy and engaged should be prioritized over prospecting. You want your business and your service model to consistently evolve to suit the needs of your clients. After all, isn't that what you're trying to do in the first place? The most important thing to remember about asking for feedback is that you need to follow through with that feedback. But first, how do you gather feedback that will help you actually make a difference? In the digital world, there are plenty of opportunities to gather information from your clients, from online surveys to leaving reviews on your website and your social media. Today's consumer is more empowered than ever to change the game on their service that they receive. And with access to all of that information, why wouldn't you want to take advantage of that? Genuine and constructive feedback can make a large and positive impact on your business, from changing your marketing priorities to completely restructuring your service model. Your current clients are your best representation of your prospects, so use their profile to determine your next steps. One great resource for gathering customer feedback while also improving your website's SEO, your search engine optimization, is Google reviews. To receive Google reviews, you need to set up your business with Google My Business, which is a free tool that enables you to promote your business on the Google search engine by providing your business's details, and that's like your location, your phone number, website URL, etc., as well as reviews from clients. Creating a Google My Business account, especially one with many reviews, helps to increase your exposure online. According to Moz, roughly 9% of Google's entire search algorithm is driven by review signals like those found in Google reviews. These signals are often focused on review quantity, velocity, and diversity. This means that you don't want to do a one-off campaign asking clients for reviews. You want your campaign to be more long-term, so you have continual reviews coming in at all times. One drawback that I've noticed with Google reviews is the tendency for clients to leave either starkly positive or starkly negative reviews. Rarely will you find a 3-star review on your Google reviews. While this can be kind of risky because of the public nature of the reviews, it can also make it difficult to parse out any kind of useful commentary on your service and your performance. A glowing Google review, for example, will be appreciated, and it certainly helps with prospecting efforts, but it's not necessarily going to give you the information that you need to make positive changes to your organization. Another common tool is the classic survey. Surveys allow you to lead the client through the feedback process by including specific questions that will help you better understand their needs and wants. These questions can vary from open-ended, short-form answers to scaled answers, and the customization of a survey makes it one of the most valuable tools at your disposal for client feedback. You can send surveys through a variety of channels, so through a mass email, through personalized emails, through social media, and so on. Consider adding some incentive to complete your survey if needed. So maybe give away a gift card, but if you're in the Medicare space, you may want to consider alternatives or like a lower gift card value. It's going to be a little bit more complicated. When designing the strategy for sending out your survey, consider the ACAF feedback loop, which helps you not only gather the survey responses, but implement them. So ACAF stands for ask, categorize, act, and follow up. The first step of the feedback loop is to actually ask for feedback. This means putting together the survey with questions that best investigate your client's satisfaction over time. Consider using a mixture of questions that provide solid answers, like most likely or very helpful, to questions that are more open-ended, that encourage the client to speak on their specific experience with your business. If you use open-ended fields like that, however, I would recommend making some of the questions not required. Clients will only provide the time that they want to provide clients will only provide the amount of time that they actually want to provide when they're doing a survey. So you want to make sure that the survey is short, it's easy to fill out, and it clearly benefits them. So here are some examples of questions that you might ask. Number 1, how would you rate the service that you receive from our agency? Excellent, very good, good, fair, or poor? How likely are you to refer our services to a friend or colleague? Extremely likely, likely, somewhat likely, not likely. Do you feel you were able to make an educated decision about your benefits? Yes, no, and if no, please explain. How can we improve our customer service moving forward? And that would be an open-ended comment box. These questions will provide a great baseline for feedback and will reliably yield helpful results for you. The second step of the feedback loop is to categorize the feedback. To best understand the importance of feedback, you want to categorize it by product, customer service, marketing and sales, and so on. These, of course, are all very different sectors of your business, and therefore it makes sense to separate out the feedback for each. For example, if someone is commenting on your marketing, it wouldn't really make sense to make changes to your products. Once you have categorized the survey results, consider what feedback sticks out the most within each category. Are there any trends? Did multiple clients have similar concerns? Is there anything that they mentioned that you yourself have considered in the past? Reflection is extremely important when reviewing this feedback. It's also important to put yourself in the shoes of your clients. Instead of feeling threatened by the feedback that you've received, it's much more useful to understand that this client's unique experience may not necessarily match up to what you have expected. Your processes may sound great on paper, but if they don't work for the client, they don't work at all. Next in the feedback loop is to act on the feedback. This is the most important step. You don't want to take the time to ask for feedback without making any actual changes as a response. If you aren't going to evolve your business based on your client's criticism, then what was the purpose of asking for their feedback in the first place? This is also the step that most empowers the client. If they see that something has changed because of their feedback, then they are much more likely to stick around because they know that their voice matters when it comes to the service that they receive. To act on the feedback you receive, create a simple analysis of the results of the survey and provide the feedback to the correct teams, so your marketing teams, your sales teams, etc. And then ask the question, how can we do better? And the answer to this question should be actionable, not just reflective. So what does that action look like? It looks like adding or removing a step in your process, creating a resource guide to help your clients understand health insurance better, upgrading your email marketing strategy, reaching out to carriers or to Cornerstone for more sales materials that you can use. As with most things in marketing, this is going to be trial and error, but that's why it's important to continually ask for feedback. Tell your business to your clients because ultimately, They're why you're in business in the first place. Once you've reflected on and acted on your feedback, it's time to thank your clients for sharing. Their opinion matters, and you need to let them know. Consider sending thank you notes or getting on the phone to tell them what their feedback meant to you and what steps you took to ensure the quality of their service is top-notch at all times. They're going to appreciate being heard, and ultimately they'll be impressed that you took them that seriously. The ACAF feedback loop is a great model to use to ensure that you're asking the right questions and taking the right action on the answers. So now we know the what, but how do you actually ask for feedback? Here are a couple tips and tricks for getting the most out of your requests. Number 1, personalize your messages. Clients are much more likely to respond when the request is customized to them. If you send out a mass email to all your clients without including their name, they may not decide to engage. Number 2, catch your clients at a point when they're going to be the most receptive to the idea. For example, if you received a note of praise, consider following up with a message saying thank you, with a link to the survey or to leave a Google or Facebook review. Point your efforts to those with the decision-making power, so CEOs, HR representatives, the person in the family who handles the financials and the benefits. Ask the point person what they think of your services. Number 4, provide an option for anonymity. If you create a survey for your clients, make their name and email addresses optional. Many are going to be much more likely to provide honest feedback when their name is not attached. Number 5, make the process quick, easy, and painless. Provide direct links to your surveys or reviews and ensure that everything takes no more than 5 minutes. The fewer the clicks, the better. Number 6, responding to your reviews, and this is for both good reviews and bad reviews. Follow up every single review and survey with a quick thank you note because your clients deserve it. They took the time to make your job a little bit easier today, and they deserve the thanks. Number 7, take action on negative feedback. We just discussed this in detail, but it's important to take that action. As Bill Gates says, your most unhappy customers are your greatest source for learning. Number 8, follow up on your requests. If someone doesn't respond to your survey, then try to reach out to them just one more time, but you don't want to be too pushy. Remind them that this is going to help you improve your service going forward. And some people might have interest in responding to the survey, but they just forgot about it. So another push for it might be really helpful for you. And number 9, provide an incentive. Like I mentioned before, a great way to get people to respond to a survey is by providing some kind of reward like a gift card. All right, asking for feedback is the most important tool in your arsenal when it comes to growing your business. Take some time today to find out what your clients think of your service and how you can actually improve. Thank you all for joining today. If you have any questions about this webinar or any other webinar in the Build Your Brand webinar series, please feel free to reach out to me at jlarkin@crnstone.com. And everyone have a great day.